Christmas, everybody. Welcome to the SHAC. Save happy and creative, stay home and craft. Ho, ho, ho. Are we having fun yet? Is anybody there apart from me? Let me see. Paul, are you there? Are you in the building with me? Or am I on my own with my cup of tea? Be lovely to have some company. And also, it'd be nice to know that the volume is working today. Christmas Day. Well, that came round fast again, didn't it? Is anybody there? Sound is perfect, says Paul. Merry Christmas, Paul. Merry Christmas to you and Earl. Ah, Linda, Merry Christmas to you as well. We just had 2 minutes on the phone, didn't we? It's great to have your company. Come on in, Linda. Come on in, Dawn. Have we all turned the turkey yet? Dave and I just did battle with a bird that's the size of a small car. Makes you want to consider vegetarianism, to be fair. It looks so much like a bird, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to revisit that. Yeah, so we were trying to turn this turkey because the Kelly Bronze instructions say no foil, no this, no that, and then just turn it halfway through. Well, that's easy for them to say. So, done it though. Teamwork makes the dream work. Merry Christmas. Come on in. Come on in. Are you getting ready for the family to arrive? Are they already there? Yeah? My lot just got up at 9 o'clock and had to do some lateral flow tests before my mum and dad, before Nan and Grandad can visit. Everything's fine. Everything's fine in the Grey establishment. I hope that everything is fine with you. So, nice just to get together. It was actually quite nice to escape up here. I thought I'll go and talk to my friends for a little while. It was rather lovely to be able to do that. So is everybody there? Are you coming in? Shut the door. It's a little bit overcast and not very pleasant here. So much for dreaming of a white Christmas. You rock. Come on in. Isn't it lovely? Just for a little while. We won't do any artwork today. We'll save that. We've got lots and lots of Thursdays ahead of us when we can do that. And lots of Tuesdays when you can hang out with Paul. If I'm not mistaken, Paul and Linda are kicking off the new year. Is it the 4th, Paul, that you're going to do that? 120 of us all celebrating. Happy Christmas, my friends. Peace on earth, safety, health, all those good things I wish for you. Everybody there, let's have a look. Oh, isn't it nice? Good. It gives us a chance to just gather together. You know, we've survived another year, people. Yes, we have. We made it through 2021. Now, there was us thinking that 2020 was the year to end all years. We had no idea it was just going to drag on for another 365 days. And you know what? It's still coming. Hey, Paul says 4th of January with Linda. I thought so. That'd be lovely, all you groovers. Yeah, 4th of January. Linda and Paul are going to be getting on the old groovy SHAC bus and keeping you company. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to be looking at the other book. Is that right? They're going to be looking at Linda's other multi-needle book. I can see your work improving. These glasses are absolutely filthy. So's my kitchen floor. What a game. We may have to change the way we do this, people. Yesterday, it was our Christmas Eve because we're German. We had our presents and our Bratwurst and what have you. I'll take my earrings off. Yesterday evening. So that was rather pleasant. That was great. Greetings, come on in. I'm sure we've got friends from Deutschland as well. I'm sure our friends from Germany and America and Canada are in the building too. Paul says we're finishing off book 1. Cool. That's good. I just got a lovely message from Leonie as well. She won't be watching, I'm sure, but we all love Leonie. Merry Christmas, Leonie. Merry Christmas, Lou Withers. Merry Christmas, everybody at the craft store. Merry Christmas to everybody in the SHAC. I learnt something today. I remembered. We did it ages ago. So I woke up and I thought, oh, no, I can't believe it. I got table, raw turkey. You know, it's one of those. And don't be telling me that you've already cooked your turkey and it's ready to be served, because ours is not quite there yet. And then I remembered something, you know, if you're feeling a little bit low, and a lot of us, a lot of people are feeling a little low at the moment. You know, it's all so uncertain. Everything is, it's all fearful again. If you're full of fear, you're not alone. Trust me. Yesterday, Dave's Laura was on the phone to us in tears because her Trevor has tested positive. So that's Boxing Day. That's their Christmas sorted, and our Boxing Day. They're not coming, you know. But thank goodness for tests. So if you're feeling low, it's okay to feel low. Everybody, a lot of people, you know, are feeling despondent, low, lonely, all those things, you know, frightened. It's understandable. Don't be thinking there's something wrong with you if you wake up feeling low, you know. But I remembered something when I woke up. If you smile, it's very difficult to be unhappy. It's a physical fact. If I smile, I can feel. Do it now. Go on, smile at me. Just smile. And you can feel the relief. Any anxiety, any sadness, when you smile, it's gone. It's very interesting. So just keep smiling. You know what they say? Keep smiling, keep smiling. There's a lot more to that than meets the eye, isn't there? Keep smiling. Cheers. And what are you drinking? Are you drinking tea? If I keep smiling, you know why now. Smile when your heart is breaking. It's not, it's okay. I'll tell you what, they've got to come out with some new Christmas songs. I'm sick of the loop, aren't you? Gracie put Ella Fitzgerald on my Spotify. Beautiful. I think it's Ella Fitzgerald, isn't it? Ella someone. Very, very good. I thought, if I hear All I Want for Christmas Is You one more time, I'm going to keep smiling. So hands up, all of you who are in the kitchen today. Hands up, all of you who were in the kitchen all day yesterday. And the day before. Oh, and the day before. It's a good job I like cooking. Keep smiling. Who invented Christmas? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh, you gotta laugh. Singing helps too. It so does, Maggie. And thank you for the lovely message this morning. I feel the same about you, my love. Smile and sing. I've got a mince pie. What have you got? And don't start showing all the faces. Each to his own. Each to his own. How's the shape shifting going? The weight, the grayscalers among us. How's it going? I'm doing okay, actually. It's all about portion control and everything in moderation. Smaller portions. Instead of 2 of everything, 1 of everything. You can always go back for more if you're still hungry. My sister has a power cut. Oh my God. That's not good, is it? Hey? My sister has a power cut. Blimey. I remember years ago getting up. We lived in a house in an old farm, and the Aga, we've got an Aga here, but it's gas fired. But we had an Aga in the old farm. It was oil fired. And I remember coming down early in the morning, about 6 o'clock on Christmas Day, and everybody, the house was full. Mum and Dad was staying at the house, and it was always chocker because we used to do Christmas Eve. And then in the morning, it'd be like, right, quick, get the parsnips sorted, right? Anyway, so I've come skipping into the kitchen, and it's an automatic thing that you do. You put your hand on the top of the Aga. Oh, ding dong, ho, ho, ho. And it was stone cold. And I thought, you're kidding me, right? So I stumbled outside to the oil tank, empty, dry as a bone, no Aga, turkey looking at me. And we had this little tiny, it was like a campfire in the pantry that we used to use for if we had a power cut or if we had loads of stuff going on the, because the Aga is either, it's only got 2 rings, haven't you? So you got, there's a lot of planning involved with an Aga. So I thought, right. So I was trying to, you try and cook a turkey over the equivalent of a tea light. It takes time. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. God, blimey. Anyway. And we smile. And still we smile. Okay? Yeah. Look at this, Ken Kilminster. Hello, Ken. I enjoyed a live online concert last night that included some 17th century medieval Spanish nativity. Well, you got into it then, Ken, eh? Blimey. What did we do? Oh, yeah. Well, we just hung out and opened our presents. And I was reichlich beschert, as the Germans say. Which reminds me, we've received so many lovely pieces of artwork and cards from our good friends, in the SHAC, on the design team, just our customers, our friends, just beautiful artwork, and messages with shop bought cards. Lovely, but we're so lucky that we work in a creative industry, because it's so beautiful when you see some of the cards and the artwork and the gifts, because it's not just stampers, it's embroiderers, it's quilters, it's all those things. So I thought it would be nice if you think so too, while we're chatting. What about if we have a look at some of the beautiful cards? It's not all of them by any stretch. So please don't start firing up a resentment if I don't show your artwork. It would take hours. And also a healthy number of cards. They're at Clarity Towers. They're at Clarity Towers. They're over with Janine and in the picking area and upstairs in the design department. Got cards everywhere, from your good selves. But I've got a good number of them here too. And I thought it would just be lovely to show you some of that artwork. Are you up for that? One year, the gas pressure dropped, so the dinner was very late. Yeah. How about the oil dried up? It is good, isn't it? Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Keep smiling. Do you think I'll start choking if I eat my mince pie while we're doing this? Because I haven't had time to have any breakfast yet. Have you? I'm off breakfast at the moment. Sue Carpenter. Other half is in charge of the kitchen. I just have to lay the table once guests have finished breakfast. Well, he's a keeper, isn't he? Dave, mind you, having said that, I left Dave in the kitchen peeling the Brussels sprouts. And he hates Brussels sprouts. He will leave them on the side of his plate. Brussels sprouts to Dave are like liver to me. Oh, I can't stand liver. Don't ever give me liver. My mum, she always used to try it, I'd eat anything. But liver, and she'd say, you're not leaving the table until you've eaten that liver. I'd sit there until the early hours. I couldn't eat it. And so Dave's the same with the Brussels sprouts. And he's peeling it at the moment. Right. Okay, should we have a look at some of this artwork? What do you think? Should we do that? Come on then. Just opening the biscuits, haven't had breakfast. Jackie Coolin. What you like? I just like hanging out with you. I really do. Right. Come on then. What a beautiful piece of artwork. Hey? Isn't that lovely? That's one of Tina's. I wonder how Tina's doing. I haven't spoken to Tina for ages. Doodle. Sue Carpenter. There you go, Sue. Wasn't it? I just said about Sue. There you go, Sue Carpenter. Thank you very much, Sue. Beautiful. Who have we got here? Deborah. Deborah Wheeler. What lovely handwriting. That's lovely. Ah, the little miniatures. Joy to the world. Do, 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 do. Wishing you joy and happiness. Oh, look, one of Jane's. One of lovely Jane Nestorenko's art pieces inside the candle. Wishing you joy and happiness. From Zara. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Zara. Huh? There's a lovely one. Oh, Groovers. Shall I come in a bit tighter? Moving a little closer, baby. Right. Another look. A bit closer. Nice, huh? Yeah. Really lovely. These are all over the house, you know. You don't throw these away either. I've got boxes of them. Merry Christmas. This is one of Linda's owls. Nice. Irene, Merry Christmas. Barbara Paul and all the staff at Clarity. Look, this is all printed. How clever. Do you know Irene Wright, MBE? She's in her 90s, this lady. Who was at the retreat? Do you remember the lady, the really elderly lady in the wheelchair who was just wonderful? She was on the second retreat. This is Irene. She's if I'm not mistaken, she's like 93 years old. Just unbelievable. Look at this artwork. Now, tell me, who's in their 60s and feeling old? Well, people. Who says I can never do it? Yeah, isn't that great? This is a beauty. Thank you, Irene. Look at that. So we've got, that's proper Pico cutting, that is. I love that. I love it. How creative, how beautiful. Snowflakes within a bauble. Sonia Goodliff, I should have known. Keep crafting. Thank you for another great Clarity year. You're all just brilliant. Well, we're only brilliant because you're brilliant. You make us look good. Look. Thank you, Sonia, and thank you for always being there. Now, here's a beauty. Sheila Metzeler, I know this one. I love that. I love that print. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, what a nice piece of artwork. With love from Sheila and Mike. Yeah, Sheila, she's in the design team. Very lovely. Are you happy to be looking at all this beautiful artwork? Look at that one. Embroidery. Oh, look at the work. I mean, that's the thing as well. Let's take a look at that one, right? This is what I mean, right? Look at that work. So somebody was making that. And while they were making that, they were focused on what they were doing. Because you'd have to focus. You couldn't get that without concentrating. Isn't that lovely? Now, let's see. Who's done this? To Barbara and Dave. I hope you like your card. We love our card. Thank you for all you do. Stephanie Stevens, Dave, Beth, and Jack. Oh, no, Ruth. Ruth and Jack. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That is so cool. Here's a nice one. Sending warm wishes this Christmas. That's a Tina one again, isn't it? I love those little Tina stamps. Linda and family. Thank you, Linda. So, you know, we send these cards. That's a nice one. That's a D one, I bet. Yeah, there you go. I hope with all my heart that plans don't get foiled again this year. Yeah, I know. This is a cool one. Frohes Fest, German. I know who this is. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? Und ein frohes 2022. This is Marion. Wünscht Marion. Frohe Weihnachten wünscht. Isn't that a lovely design? It's not ours, but I do like it. Very much so. Yeah. Thank you, Marion. Marion, she sent us a beautiful Stollen and presents and marzipan. So generous. So generous. Thank you so much, Marion. This is a nice one. This is Heather and Len. I really like this style. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Heather's such a good card maker. Heather and Len. Thank you. Are we all right watching? Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. This is M. There we are. There's M. She's great. Very active in our community. Very active. I like this one. Yeah, I want to say thank you, Em, for all your work and all your contribution and all your rallying. In the Grayscalers, you're very active. You do YouTubes for us. You show people. You give people little projects and you keep them busy. We appreciate you very, very much. This is a nice one. I'll tell you what, these doodle dies, they were probably the hit of the year. You know, in terms of different products that we brought out. I would say that those doodle dies, the square and the round ones, yeah, they were probably the strongest, like the strongest, most popular product of the year at Clarity. Yeah, they were inspired, really. They were really cool. And when you see them in artwork like this, it's such a simple thing to be able to knock out and then look at them. Isn't that pretty? I mean, so good. Who did that? Elaine Milner, I should think. There she is. Now, Elaine and I, we've probably been friends for, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years, long, long time. She's on the design team. Great card maker. Now, check this one out. Isn't it lovely? I love when somebody takes an old idea like, I mean, I dined out on this for years and years, but how pretty does that look? And who did this? I know, because I was impressed. Glynis Whitehead. Now, do you know what that is? That's inspired. And what's lovely is Glynis is actually, she's a trad parcher, isn't she? She's the groover in the crowd. And so Glynis, usually she does parchment art, but she's clearly very talented because she's done a beautiful stamped card too. I love this one. Now that's taken direct from the SHAC, isn't it? Let's have a look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's doodled by hand, friends. Anne Hardy. A massive thank you for another great year in the SHAC. Well, Merry Christmas, Anne. Isn't that cool? Handmade by Anne. Hand, not Hardy. Your flourish. I'm glad you printed it. Anne Hand. There you go. See, it looks like Hardy. My bad. Anne Hand. Let's take a look at this. Anne Hand. Merry Christmas. Look, isn't that gorgeous? See the snow and the little rope? It's all done by hand. Isn't that cool? Ideas, ideas, ideas. Now, what have we got here? Oh, happy Christmas. Right. Pat. Thank you for your company and all you do in the SHAC. All good wishes for the new year too, with love from Pat. A little creature comfort in the SHAC, perhaps. Right. Now, so Pat Hosking, are you with us, Pat? I do hope so. I am so chuffed. I have to confess, this has been in the kitchen all week and it's already been well loved. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Creature comfort made by Pat Hosking. I love it. It's all quilted. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let me show you. Look, isn't that something else? What a beautiful cushion. And on the back, look, it's so professionally done, isn't it? Do you sell your things, Pat? Look. Isn't that? She must do. Hey, it's a Pat original. Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking so much time to make something for me. It makes me feel really special. Really, it does. It's much, much appreciated. In fact, while we're on that subject, I want to show you a couple of... Right, let's take a break from the cards. We're coming back to the cards. Okay. Now, where did I put... just put them there for a minute. Let's take a look at this first. This is so cool. Right, it took me a little while to work out what this was about. So we've got a lovely book. I love these gnomes. Love, love, love. Right, really, really nice gnomes. So gnomes know a lot. I love that artwork. Thank you, thank you. Now let's take a look at this. Now, I don't know if you can see this. This is the Good family tree. Let me hold it up to you so you can see what we're doing here. Right? So we've got the Good family tree. Now, I come to the top of the tree. Check this out. Shall we see who made it for us first? Evelyn DeMarco. There you go. Evelyn DeMarco made this. How kind is this? And how thoughtful. Now watch this. All good, really good, damn good, work in progress. Johnny B, good, very good, so good, truly good, do good, be good, feel good. The Good family tree. Isn't that just absolutely delightful? Hey? It's really lovely, isn't it? And then I got now, while you're enjoying that for a minute, let me just check, because I had, yeah, there it is. Trying to keep everything together. The Good, right, as far as the stamps go, these are probably our most popular stamps this year. Is that right? What do you think? Merry Christmas, Pat. Paul tells me you're in the room. Good to have your company, love. And thank you again. I think the gnomes, they were definitely the biggest selling, look, the biggest selling stamps of the year, weren't they, Paul? Don't you reckon? I think so. And then, so we received these beautiful little gnomes, right? Look, these ones as well. This is so cool. Watch. Dear Barbara, this is from Margaret Taylor. I have just returned from 9 days in Iceland and delighted in seeing gnomes and elves, etc. everywhere. And bought several, as the Good gnomes are my favourite groovy thus far. And I brought these for you. There you go. Look at these little fellas. Aren't they gorgeous? Just beautiful. Yeah. Thank you very, 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 very much. To think of me while you're in Iceland, Margaret. But it's the association, isn't it? SHAC gnomes. They really were, I think. They lightened the mood, didn't they? Our good people lightened the mood when we needed it most. I think so. And this is lovely too. Pat Wright, Patricia Wright, check it out, right? So we've got the good people here. And then Patricia, she's embroidered, she's cross-stitched, actually. Isn't that lovely? Wishing you a happy Christmas. Thanks for everything you do. With love from Patricia Wright. So can you feel the creativity? It's just, it's magical. It's magical, you know? Oh, well, I feel that it is. So thank you for these beautiful things. And we've got other, let me show you this. Because like I say, we've got quilters, we've got embroiderers, we've got knitters, we've got we're not just, we're just a creative bunch of people, aren't we? Hey, this is lovely too. Watch, this is lovely. So check this out. And this is done with beads, I think. Gems or beads. Here we go. Sheila Stacy. How lovely. The holly and the ivy. So she's in the club for sure, because I recognise that as one of the club dies, isn't it? And she made this, which is absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful. And those are our ginkgo leaves. So it's like, it's that little, it's the thoughtfulness and it speaks volumes, that sort of thing, doesn't it? Because it's the thought that's been put into it, you know. It's really lovely. It's great. So let me see, what else have we got? Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you for that. I know, I knew the minute I saw this one, I thought, I know who that is. That's our Ken. Beautiful. Ken sent us loads of chocolates, didn't you, Ken? All part of the calorie controlled diet. Here's another one by Ken for the team. I ended up with it, Ken. It's on my mantelpiece. Thank you so much for everything that you say and do. It's just lovely to always have you there, Ken. Ken and I, he was probably my oldest customer. And I don't mean in years. I don't mean in years. I think Irene's got the edge on Ken there. But Ken and I have been friends for many, many years. And he actually put me on the path when I came back from California, because I didn't know which way to look when it came to stamping in this country, because I'd been in California. And it was Ken, quite by coincidence, who was an avid stamper. And he was the one that showed me the trail. So I have a lot to thank Ken for. In fact, you all do. If you like clarity, Ken was the one that showed us where the Commonwealth Institute was. We didn't know that. And I remember being at the Saver Centre when I came back from the States with the children, and they were only like 2 and 4, 3 and 5 years old, tiny. And I had this 6-foot table up at the Saver Centre in Hempstead Valley, and I was trying to make the rent, right? So I was selling my little stamps on their handles like this. They were all laid out, and suddenly this bloke starts running, literally like that, down, because it's a mall, it's a shopping mall. I could see this chap with a beard coming running at me, and I thought, I don't recognise this bloke. But I had been abroad for 15 years, you see. So I thought, I don't look like an old boyfriend. I don't recognise him. Hello, he said. I've been looking for you like for years. And I said, have you? And he said, yeah. He said, this is the answer. This is the answer to my prayers. I've prayed for see-through stamps. And there the journey began. And there the friendship began with Ken. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So he really gets see-through stamps. Hey, and I want to say, in half an hour, I know you're going to think, hang on a minute, I've got to sort my turkey out. We'll see, right? But in half an hour, I'm on the telly up to Peterborough. Not really. But it's a really great show. And Ken, you will particularly enjoy it because it's all about pattern building. I've taken it right back to day one, which was always your thing, wasn't it? Your thing. So enjoy that. If you fancy it, at 11 o'clock, and it's been repeated at 7 o'clock, and of course it's always on catch up, but it's a really cool Christmas session with Yanis, a little cheeky craft along with Yanis. It's quite fun. It's very fun. So if you fancy a little more company, I'll be there at 11 on the craft store. Okay. Now let's keep going. This is a fab one. Here we go. Feel good, do good, be good. Happy Christmas, Noel and peace. Really super. Now let's have a look. To Barbara, Merry Christmas from Nikki. Thank you so much, Nikki. Pride of place on my mantelpiece. Thank you. Thank you. So these are groovy, good people coloured in. Now that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? This is an old stamp. This is as old as the hills, this one. From Linda, Derek and family. Linda Spencer. Yeah, nice. Using one of our custom stamps on the back too. I love the idea of doing the, and that's simple though, but effective, using snowflakes in the background like that. We have an artist in the family. Happy Christmas to Pops and Nanny Barbara. Happy Christmas, love from Evie. There you go. And Poor little Evie. She was inconsolable yesterday when she found out that Daddy had tested positive and they couldn't go to the other nannies for Christmas and they couldn't come to us for Boxing Day and they're not going to see Grace and Mark. And she was very, very unhappy little girl. But we're going to just do it again in January. Just roll the dice again and have Christmas again in January when Trevor's feeling better. Let's all say Happy Christmas to that family and all the other thousands of families that have had their Christmases turned on their heads. Now, this is a lovely one. I love it. Who's this? Pam and Pete Kershaw. Beautiful. Thank you, Pam. Cool. We've been friends for years as well, haven't we? Now, this is a nice one. I like that. Jan Lewis. Thank you, Jan. Love it. Very nice. Jan Lewis. Merry Christmas, Jan. And Merry Christmas, Jane Telford and Colin. Well, Jane, if you're in the room, can I say thank you so much. Thank you to you and the rest of the design team for helping us through the year again and again and again. You know, you're such a talent and you're such a modest person, like Glynis. You know, just talented ladies. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, who have we got here? Oh, this is nice. See, we've got Jane Nesterenko in the background again. I love that she just keeps sharing with us, you know. I love that. Even though she's been gone a few years now. Now, let's see who did this. Linda Walker. Isn't that a lovely card? It's nice. I like that a lot. Very nice. Here's a pretty one. That's from the tree sampler, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Isn't that lovely groovy? Paul and Earl. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Paul says, the gnomes in Stamp and Groovy were the most popular. There you go. That's nice. I like that one. Love Jilly. Jilly from work as well. Thank you, Jilly. Yeah, Jilly's been a key player in this year. Cool, it has been a challenge, hasn't it? Hey, it has been a challenge. But you know what? We're still here. We are, and we're still smiling. Go on, smile. Yes, we are. That's a lovely one. Now, that's the sort of thing Ken would do. What have we got here? Beryl Shepherd. Merry Christmas, Beryl. Thank you so much. Cool, we've got some talented card makers in our midst, haven't we? I like that one as well. That's not one of ours. I can see that is, though. I love it. Really arty, inky work. Francis. Thank you, Francis. Thanks for all your cheery messages in the SHAC and whenever you are on TV. Thank you. I'm so pleased how this card turned out. Stencils, your background lino, and a stag stamp. That's so nice. It's very arty, isn't it? Yeah, I love that stencil as well. That's that sunburst stencil. When you get cards, do you sort of analyze them? I can't help it. You have to. Well, if you're Barbara Gray, you do. Oh, isn't this pretty? See, there's that doodle squares again, and with a little mix of that is so lovely. Liz Johnson. Thanks for all the hours you put in. Well, if I was there, you were there. Liz Johnson, handmade by Liz. Check this out. Let's go right up tight. This is such a pretty little thing. Can you see that? Isn't that lovely? I love that. I love the gold in the background. It's just so classy, isn't it? And that little tree all embroidered. That's really nice, actually. Classy. Here's another nice one. I like this one too, from an arty point of view. I know this one. This is Carol Panksteller. Because as soon as I saw it, I thought, love, love, love. Isn't that nice? I like that a lot, Carol. Again, Carol, been a friend for many, many years, and in the design team, great artwork. Hey, great artwork. There's another lovely one. Now, who's done this? Carol Rogers, dear Barbara and Dave. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. And then we've got Look, we've even got, I love this little tag as well. Sheila Stacey, that was the tag. Look at that lovely little tag. How thoughtful, eh? That's on rainbow parchment, isn't it? Love that. Thank you, Sheila. That's the same artist as that. Well done, Sheila. So let's have a look. That's nice too. I like that a lot. That's designer paper and then stamped. Jacqueline Lewington. Just want to say a huge thanks for the shack, moments of clarity, and the evening craft alongs. Oh yeah, we've had some. I've only been watching YouTube for about 6 months and really appreciate your company. My dog really doesn't understand who I'm talking to. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Not nice. Nice. And then we got one more to show. Season's greetings. I love this. This is Pico cut those snowflakes. Isn't that nice? Sheila and Steve. Yeah. Well, so Steve is my brother and Sheila is Sheila Bradley, who's she's on the design team. So yes, classy. Here, Sheila, drop one. That's got stuck in the envelope. She's in the design team and she's my brother's partner and she's brilliant and she's on her way over with Steve and mum and dad. They're going to be here about 12 o'clock. And she's been a real blessing with mum and dad this year, you know, because she lives quite near to them. In fact, she lives very near to that Hempstead Valley that I was talking about. You know, where I said I met Ken? Well, Ken and Sheila, they know it now, but they didn't know it at the time. They live about 100 yards apart. And Sheila has been absolutely a saint and an angel with mum and dad and running around because we're a bit further away. We're about an hour and a half away. It's been a real godsend. So thanks to Sheila at many different levels, actually. So yeah, look at that fabulous artwork. And my job is to go back round the house now and put all that loveliness back on display. Kitchen. It's going in the kitchen again in the rocking chair. Well, in the old Welsh stick back thing. Beautiful old chair in the corner. So that sits in there like a charm, Pat. Everybody's like snuggling into it. So yeah, many thanks. Many thanks indeed. So let's have a look. Let's have a little regroup. Can I have a little bite of this? Are you ready to celebrate? What are you doing today? What are you doing today? Have you got something special lined up? Have you got a house full? Have you? Well, you know, if you're on your own, let the craft store keep you company. And keep smiling. Seriously, even if you're on your own, just keep smiling. And it's like relief. It's amazing. Just keep smiling. It really works. I have a friend in Texas, Debbie, and she's great. She with Debbie and Jill, and they stand out and they go. She goes like this: put your arms out like that and go ta-da, and smile. And I tell you what, you can't be miserable when you've got your arms out like that and you're smiling. You can't be unhappy and keep smiling, even if you're miserable. You got to fake it to make it. Oh, don't lose the battery. You got to fake it to make it. You got to keep smiling, sing, put happy music on, get through the day. It's only a day. It's not forever. It's just one day. Okay? And there's great telly on. And the craft store will keep you company. You know? There are loads of people at the craft store to entertain you. And here, you know, like art gives messages, like all those messages in those cards, Merry Christmas and thank you, all like that's oozing out of there, of those cards, is gratitude and appreciation, you know. And I think gratitude is the key here. Whatever situation you're in, I'm not going to get on my, you know, orange box, but it's so true. Get grateful. Get grateful. If we're hanging out with a cup of tea and you've still got electric and you're watching and you're smiling, You're in a much better position than a lot of other people. I'm telling you that. Okay. And if you're struggling to believe it, write out a gratitude list. Write it down. It will make you feel better. It always works for me, you know. And so it's Christmas, one day of the year, and have you got lovely cards? You know what? I'm so bad at this. I ran out of time. I made all this lovely pottery, and I made cards, and I made crackers, and nothing got finished. And I just accept it. It is what it is. The important stuff got done, and there's nothing to say that I can't send out my presents in January. And those who receive them will be really happy because they won't be expecting them. There you are. I might hang on to the cards for next year, though. Ask me if I got my crackers done for the dinner table. No, I didn't. Not at all. But there's always another Christmas. If we're lucky, there's always another Christmas. So let's just get grateful. And what I was going to say is this about Christmas. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. It always does. I found another card with a message. Strength. Yeah, just needs a little bit of strength. And use it as a time for reflection. But keep smiling while you're reflecting, you know? I think that's the thing is, you know, it has been a real emotional helter-skelter this year. And we've hung out in the shack together. And we've only been hanging out once a week, Paul and Linda and you on Tuesdays, and then me and you on Thursdays. And I'm telling you, should things get tight again, and should we go into lockdown again, then perhaps we'll just increase our getting together. We'll do 2 days a week. We'll do 3 days a week. You know, it's okay. I've got my priorities. You are my priorities, you know. So if we have to ramp it up because we're in lockdown, then we'll ramp it up and we'll hang out a bit more together. Hey? Yeah. No worries there at all. So what did I want to tell you? Right. Today on telly, 11 and 7. That's first, right? Next thing I want to tell you, in January, we're ramping it up on TV because we know we have a feeling there's going to be a lockdown again or some sort of restrictive situation, and so we're ramping it up on the telly. And the craft store is a really great place to sit and visit and keep you company too. So we've got a TV show on the 3rd of January, TV show on the 6th of January, and then I'm back in the saddle on the 9th of January, 2 to 4. We've got loads of loveliness to show you, to keep you company, just to inspire you. And as far as the shack goes, New Year's Eve is the 31st. Now, let me get this right. The 31st is a Thursday. Is that right, Paul, or am I a day out? Is it the 30th? I'm not sure. But next Thursday, whether it's the last day of the year or the day before the last day of the year, let's get together, okay? So at 10 o'clock in the shack, you and me, and we'll have a real, let's have a look at the year in all the things we've doodled. Get your folder out and let's just check. Do we know what, let's have a look, because Paul's obviously, he's disappeared for a minute. So let me see. It's the 30th. Thank you, Paul. Right, next Thursday's the 30th. So let's get together again on the 30th. Shall we do that? And I'll get all my filing done and we'll have a look at all the different things. Thank you. I think Thursday is the 30th. Thank you, Claire. You're visiting the family. Well, we'll record it. You can always catch up later. But let's have a get together at 10 o'clock on Thursday and let's look at the last year and all the stuff. In fact, let's go right back to the beginning of the shack. Because do you know that today is our 237? We're on bus number 237 today. Aye, we are. So let's go right back and have a look at all the different things that we've doodled and created. And because when you look at that artwork, a lot of what we've doodled is kind of incorporated in there, isn't it? So all that remains is for me to say thank you, you know. Thank you for supporting Clarity. It hasn't been an easy year. I admit, I'm the first to admit that. We like a challenge at Clarity, and we're still here. It's a very much smaller team, but we're doing it. And with a little bit of support and help from you, we'll keep doing it, So I wanted to thank you for your loyalty, for our community, because it certainly kept me sane too. It really is important for me. If it's important for you, it's just always remember, it's just as important for me. When I was coming up here this morning, I was really looking forward to it. It wasn't like, oh, now I've got to sort of, no, just walk away for an hour and then go back after you've had a really good chat to your friends, So Merry Christmas. And I'll see you next week. So I won't say Happy New Year because we're going to see each other before then. Have a good Christmas. Have a peaceful Christmas. I hope you find something good to watch on the telly and loads of lovely food to eat. Don't worry about the grayscalers. Not today. Let's just pull the plug out of that one for a day and just chillax, shall we? And then we can always get back on the old grayscale saddle tomorrow or the day after, can't we? Let's just enjoy and chill. Can we do that? So thank you again. Thank you for joining me this morning. Paul, what would we do without Paul Church, eh? Cheers, Paul. I'll see you on the 27th, I think. That's what we've arranged, isn't it? Hours of business at Clarity? Yeah, they are. Paul, what are the hours of business? Can you just enlighten us? I know that there's definitely a skeleton team in the business between Christmas and New Year. So I reckon Tuesday, is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that? They'll be there anyway. And you know what? Nothing's that important that it can't wait a week. Nothing, really not. So just go easy. Have a lovely Christmas. Paul's just typing furiously, going to tell us now what the opening hours are. I may just, if I get a chance, I'll blog it later. But like I say, nothing's that important that it can't wait a week. Go easy, take it easy. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. Thank you for everything. Lots of love. And Paul says 8 until 1 p.m, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Somebody will be answering the phones. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 to 1. Okay. Merry Christmas. Peace. Ciao.